Hello and welcome to the Jukecast of the and hype is here. Let's do this. Let's go. Anyways, welcome to our final team builder of FDDL Season 1. There will be Season 2. And this is the championships. Let's do this. Let's go. So our opponent is Spectrum and the coach of the Hearthome Hoopas. Anyways, I'm hyped. I'm hyped as shit for this match. Whew. So going over Spectrum's team, he has Manaphy, Terrakion, Mega Altaria, Arcanine, Donphan, Decidueye, Raikou, Bisharp, Latias, Swallow, and Scolipede. Manaphy is a huge problem with Tail Glow, Surf. It's a Z-Mon. So, Z-Surf does a ton of damage to everything on my team. Terrakion just switches in close combat, basically. Huge offensive presence, can even set up rocks. It's like a Sash Rocks lead, I can figure that out really early game. Mega Altaria Dragon Dancing is definitely a problem for us later game. Can even run to a defensive set with like Con Guard, Roost, all that kind of shenanigans. Arcanine, Intimidate, Flash Fire. Two great abilities for versus my team. Flare Blitz puts a giant dent in my team. It gets Wild Charge. It gets Bulldoze. Donphan setups rocks, removes hazards. That's really what Donphan's there for. Decidueye can set up pretty easily. You can set up Swords Dance. Can set up Nasty Plot. Agility Baton passive that he even wants to. Gets a good move pool overall. Defog, Roost. Swords Dance, Agility, Nasty Plot. 3 setup moves is kind of interesting. Raikou is just there, annoying electric type that I have to deal with. Can Volt Switch out on most everything on my team except for Nidoking, so a Specs variant later game could be a huge problem. You can also get extra Sensory for Nidoking, so we have to watch out for that. Bisharp is a huge problem for Webs and Defog on our team, because if Bish comes to the battle, we can't bring Webs, we can't bring Defog, because then it gets a Defiant boost and kind of just sweeps us. Next is Latias, the counterpart to our Latios. Latias, great move pool, great stats, amazing Pokemon in general. It's the defensive Lati Twin, and I think we're gonna have a tough time versus it. Dragon Psychic I don't have much for it. Swallow is overall just a problem. The Facade set or even the Spec set, both hard to switch into with our team. And then Scully is just there. It's annoying with Speed Pass. Gets a good move pool. Earthquake, Rock Slide, Mega Horn, Poison Jab, etc., etc., etc. Aqua Tone even. So that's his team. I just analyzed every single mon basically. So let's go over our team this week. Oh shit, I didn't do my EV spreads for Venusaur. No! I can't change that now. So we have our Life Orb, Nidoking, Sheer Force, Stealth Rocks, Earth Power, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. No speed, outspeed, Mega Altaria. Special attack. Defense helps us switch into Terrak a bit better. This thing is just here to set up rocks and then deal a ton of damage to mons that are slower than it. Next up we have our Hitmonlee, Life Orb, Reckless, Mach Punch, Sucker Punch, High Jump Kick, and Poison Jab. Mach Punch helps deal with Bisharp, Swellow, Terrakion, even Manaphy at times. Sucker Punch helps deal with Latias, and mostly Decidueye, High Jump Kick for Stab, and then Poison Jab for Mega Altaria. Then we have our Manaphy switch in, really. Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Recover, max HP, max def. This thing switches in on Manaphy or Swallow, takes very little damage, Thunder Waves them, and then proceeds to, which cripples them for other mons that can revenge kill later game. Thunderbolt helps deal with those problems. Ice Beam, he doesn't have much for Bolt Beam.
Go take the groceries out of the truck. Once you're done, go take the groceries out of the truck.
yeah, he doesn't have really much of bolt beam except for like Bisharp, but we can deal with mons like Bisharp nicely, I feel. Next up we have a banded Weavile. This thing does like 50% to everything on his team that isn't a persistent hit. Low kick, icicle crash, knock off an ice shard, max attack, max speed, jolly nature. Venusaur, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, HP Fire, and Synthesis. Now, Little was helping me prep, and he threw EVs onto this thing. The defensive EVs work. I don't know about the other EVs, so I think I'll change that around before the battle, hopefully. I do want this thing here. What I'm going to do right now is just dump EVs in there. And there. Yeah. That works. That seems clean. So Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, HP Fire, and Synthesis. This thing is meant to switch into Mega Altaria, basically wall it, tail and back. This thing can switch in on stuff like Manaphy, Decidueye, Bishop to an extent, Donphan. So this is how I want Mega Venusaur to just switch in stuff, apply defensive pressure to certain mons, and yeah. And lastly, but not least, we're finally bringing Latios again. Life Orb, Psyshock, Draco Meter, HP Fighting and Roost, Max, Timid, HP Fighting for Bisharp, Draco for Stab, and Psyshock for Stab. This thing is a huge problem for his team, and if he's like a weird Trick, Scarf, Latios to counter my defensive mons, I switch in this thing on a Trick, and then proceed Scarf Latios. Scarf Latios can be a problem for his team. So yeah, that's Latios. That's my team as well. I don't really want to predict what Marchum's gonna bring, because he could honestly bring all of his mons to the game, to be honest. So we'll see when we get into battle. But that's gonna be our team builder. Comment, rate, subscribe. Really helps with the channel. Want to see more? No? Go to look. Bye bye.